Welcome to Tasting the Tristate. Thanks for joining us as we travel the Tri-State finding the best local restaurants in the area. Meet the people who started them, the chefs who make the delicious cuisine, and the patrons who love it. Our goal is to make you hungry so that you too will go out and taste the Tri-State. Today, join me, Laurie Manor, at Western Ribeye and Ribs on Boeke Rd in Evansville.
The ribeye, yes. That is my husband's favorite.
Steaks are our mainstay. I mean, one of the things that our steaks have is our family seasoning that makes our steaks taste different than anybody else.
We'll be back with the proprietors, David and Dan Nix, right here on Tasting the Tri-State, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Tasting the Tri-State.
Tasting the Tri-State, brought to you by Expressway Dodge.
Ed, what are you doing up here?
I'm here to demonstrate just how low we can get the prices at expresswayonline.com. Get it? Expressway Online?
Shop all 7 Expressway stores anytime.
10 brands and always the largest selection of vehicles in the Tri-State.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I got this. Whee!
That really had to hurt.
Oh, I was struggling just to keep up with my kids. Now I can run and play with them.
I'm off my cholesterol and blood pressure medications, making my annual checkup a whole lot less nerve-wracking.
My attitude and outlook is so much more positive. A good workout is like therapy for me.
I want to be there for my family and my children. I think they'd like me sticking around a little longer.
It's not about what you lose. It's about what you gain at Bob's Gym.
Since 1953, F.T. Kelly & Sons in Evansville has kept the Tri-State swimming with custom in-ground pools. If you can dream it, F.T. Kelly can build it. Get a free estimate on how F.T. Kelly can change your life with the pool of your dreams, along with pool supplies, full-service openings, closings, repairs, and replacements. Your family will love F.T. Kelly & Sons grills, spas, and accessories too. For 3 generations, F.T. Kelly & Sons Evansville, East and West.
Safe, structurally sound, you guys did it right. And with Allstate claim-free rewards, you get money back on your policy every year you don't have a claim. Tell your husband he did a great job.
Actually, I did it. My husband Ike's not very handy. Oh, here he is. I picked out the drapes.
Is that right? I have an eye for color.
Home insurance that saves you money for not having a claim? That's Allstate Home Insurance with claim-free rewards.
Call Allstate agent Dan Jost today at 421-1925.
ProMark is a leading custom screen printing and embroidery company specializing in all types of custom products to get your business noticed. We offer a full-service art department, in-house screen printing, embroidery, and even roll label production. And because we are locally owned, our clients benefit from quicker turnaround time and direct contact with the most knowledgeable customer service available in the industry. Call ProMark and let us assist you in finding a product that will help you promote your company. ProMark, we sell attention.
Welcome back to Tasting the Tri-State. Join me with Dan and David Nix at Western Ribeye and Ribs.
I'm here with Dan Nix and Dave Nix, the Nix brothers, the Western Ribeye and Ribs owners and restaurateurs of the Tri-State for how many years?
Well, from Evansville, it's been since 1970, since Bachman's days.
Okay, now how did the Nix family become restaurateurs? What's the story of your family?
Well, it started way back in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in 1963.
Yep.
And go ahead and tell a little more about that.
Dad bought a little hole-in-the-wall carry-out chicken place. My mom ran it during the day, and he ran it at night because he kept plastering during the day for the first year. Originally from Evansville, moved to Florida because there was no construction work here when Dad was in the construction. He was a plasterer, and that's what took us there. But Mother, I think, was getting bored, homesick, and that's led to purchasing of the first food service establishment in 1963. And it's been a mainstay for our family ever since.
Yes. And then they came back to Evansville in what year?
1968. And bought Bachman's restaurant in 1970. I was 12, and that's when I started working in restaurants.
And then from there, you went on to Jacob's Pub after that?
No, go ahead.
While we had Bachman's, we ended up we had a Western Ribeye. It was built in 1975.
Okay.
We were running both of those at the same time. Dad was, and in 1978 he actually opened a Western Ribeye in Terre Haute, Indiana. That took him through until we got rid of till 1990 is when we opened Jacob's Pub.
That fried chicken.
Well, you got to remember, we started out in the fried chicken business in Fort
Yes.
Lauderdale, Florida. And
Yes.
so those recipes and that type of stuff that was that's where that came from 1963, was the recipes and stuff like that.
Who developed those recipes? Was it from that original chicken place?
No,
Or-
Dad changed that recipe.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, it was something he experimented with, and it was his recipe. And later on, he remodeled, or they built a new building in that area and changed the name to Harold's Fried Chicken in Florida. So there was a restaurant named after Dad.
And now here, Western Ribeye is still just consistent and fresh and local.
You know, we are in our
delicious.
38th year, and since 1975. So, you know, consistency has always been our mainstay, to make sure that what people get today, yesterday, or 25, 30 years ago when they came on their first date.
Oh, we've been coming here for 37 years. That's how long we've been married.
There's the same product, same consistency, you know, for all these years. And I think that's how you maintain longevity, you know.
You know when you get a steak soup or the salad bar, smoked pork chop, it's going to be consistently the same every time you come. It's something you can count on, and that's kind of rare nowadays.
It is in a lot of places. It's not here. Our staff is the same way, though. A lot of our staff been here over 15 years. We've got servers been here over 25 years.
Yes,
So,
Billy, for one.
Billy is one of them. Actually,
Requested Billy.
she's worked for our family since the early 70s. She used to work at Bachman's.
Wow.
So, yeah, she's been, quote unquote, almost a part of the family and watched us grow up, you know, through that whole bit. So, consistency in food, consistency in service. You know, we've remodeled this place a couple of times to, you know, keep it fresh, keep it looking. 8 years ago, put the history of Evansville on the walls.
Yes.
Which we're very proud of. And we still get a lot of people that just come in, and I like to say take the nickel tour. After they eat, they kind of roam around and look at all the old pictures. And had a guy here just the other day that a family member was in one of our pictures.
Oh.
You know, I mean, and that's happened a couple of times. Those are neat.
That is.
Those are neat. We got a picture on our menu of a bar that was located on Martin Luther King in Court. Her dad is in that picture because he used to own that bar.
Wow,
And,
incredible.
yeah, those are
the
those
history
are
of
things.
Evansville. Well, thank you so much.
Stay tuned. Coming up, I get a chef's tip and recipe from Dan Nix for a delicious beef kebab on Tasting the Tri-State at Western Ribeye and Ribs.
With a large, fully certified and licensed team of plumbers and a large fleet of trucks, you can rely on Allstott Plumbing for your home or business. They have the manpower to get to your job fast, and you can put your trust in the expert technicians from Allstott Plumbing. They use the latest equipment to get your residential or commercial plumbing repairs completed quickly and efficiently. They even offer 24-hour emergency service. Call today or find out more on the web at allstottplumbing.com.
The Good Samaritan Home is independently owned and operated and offers residential living and Alzheimer's care.
Our rehabilitation team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists help you regain strength and recover quickly. Using leading technology and client-centered care, you will get the best results at the Good Samaritan Home.
The Good Samaritan Home is a non-for-profit healthcare ministry affiliated with United Church of Christ. Call or visit goodsamhome.org.
What might this be?
A black widow spider. 2 little mice. Cicada killer bees in my backyard. An army of ants marching on my kitchen counter. A brown recluse spider waiting in my bed.
Call McMahon Exterminating at 475-1100. Who can help you? McMahon can.
Ellington Fine Cabinetry is the standard for quality craftsmanship. At Ellington Fine Cabinets, they take pride in taking care of their customers with a welcoming spirit and attention to detail. Customers are treated like family at Ellington. With 40 years of experience, you'll get the best in quality craftsmanship. All the wood cabinets are made right here in the Tri-State and are custom made to fit your space and your style. Visit the Ellington showroom at 101 North Governor and let your dreams begin with Ellington Fine Cabinetry.
Nika and IBEW, Local 1701. Owensboro's best team, contractors with direction, safe electrical work. It's a quality connection, done right and on time. For your home or business, a skilled, trained workforce, it just makes sense. Nika and IBEW, Local 1701.
Frost Insulators, Local 37, yeah. They insulate the USA and they're trained to know just how. Industrial insulation, insulators got it down. I use the ones that know the job. They keep it green and never stop. Best at what they do in this town. They're the insulators.
Ed, what are you doing up here?
I'm here to demonstrate just how low we can get the prices at expresswayonline.com. Get it? Expressway Online?
Shop all 7 Expressway stores anytime. 10 brands and always the largest selection of vehicles in the Tri-State.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I got this. Whee!
That really had to hurt.
Welcome back to Tasting the Tri-State at Western Ribeye and Ribs. Time for our chef's tip and recipe with Dan Nix.
Okay, Dan, what are we going to make today?
We're going to do our beef kebabs, and I've narrowed the recipe down to where it's for more like a 4 to 5 kebabs instead of the 12 or 20 that we would make here.
Okay.
We're going to do 4 ounces of orange juice, and we're going to do 4 ounces of pineapple juice.
Does that make the meat more tender?
Yes, it does. We do 4 ounces of soy sauce.
Almost like a Hawaiian or a...
Yeah, kind of Hawaiian type of flavor to it. Then we do a salad oil. And then we're going to be doing a tablespoon of basil.
This is a mystery.
Actually, that's the oregano.
Okay.
Wait. Tablespoon of that.
Mystery ingredient, secret
That's right.
ingredient.
That's right. And then we do a half of the garlic salt. We're going to do another half a tablespoon of black pepper. And another of the celery salt. You know, basically we just want to mix all the ingredients. You know, you want to really get it good mixed up. So what we'll do is we'll put the meat in there. And normally what you want to do is marinate for a minimum of 4 hours, but up to overnight.
Okay.
And the longer the marinade, the better, right? The longer you can marinate it.
More tender, I imagine.
It does. The flavor gets to soak in there. Really
that
does.
Looks delicious.
Now for instance, then we would be marinating this maybe. Say we did it like now, and then tomorrow morning we'd come out, and then we would make our kebabs.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna put one together here. And real quick here, we're gonna start with we have a pineapple chunk. Then we do one of the pieces of meat.
Would that work with pork too?
Yes, definitely. Now I don't know what the marinade is much. I'm sure the marinade would work with good. We have red onion, we have green pepper, and then we have red pepper.
Or maybe chicken?
Chicken, I know would work good because I've done that one with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I've not done the pork.
Well, we're going to finish up with this kebab, and then we're going to taste it.
You're going to taste it when it's done. That's
I'm
right.
hungry.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple things for you to taste.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Don't they look awesome? I can't wait to dive in. Let's have a bite.
And our kebab is
Final product.
ready.
Done. Finally.
Okay. Let's dig in.
Dig in and let's see here. We're going to take some of this off. So I'm served on a bed of rice.
This thing is huge.
It is very huge.
What a beautiful
We have people that
supper.
come in like this and then take about half of it home for their next meal. All right. So let's see here. Grab you a piece off of there and
this.
And that. And here's a piece of the meat.
Yes. That looks wonderful. I'm going to try this. Okay, here we go.
All right.
The moment of truth.
That's right.
Of our hard
Make sure it's
work.
it's cooked the way you want it. That's the main thing.
It's beautiful.
All right.
Perfect.
That overnight marinade really gets into the middle of it and through the whole
You can
piece of meat.
taste citrus. You could taste the seasoning, the spices. That's delicious. Fabulous. And it doesn't look that hard to make.
It's not no, it's not hard at all. You saw how fast I make it. I'm a slow cook.
Now, could somebody, if they didn't have a beautiful grill, they could just put it into a saute pan, probably? And
Right, when I do this at home, I do it on the outside. In the summertime, I'll do it on the grill. But inside, you could just, do it on a saute pan or whatever, and just, brown on both sides and let it cook.
That is delicious.
Right.
Thank
Glad
you
enjoyed
so
it.
much.
Okay.
Bring on the ribs.
You'll have to come back and get it. Okay, bring more ribs. What are you hungry for now? Ribs. Okay, we'll
Ribs
do
are
that.
great.
All right.
Dave Nix will join Dan and I coming up with Western Ribeye and Ribs' famous ribs and shrimp on Tasting the Tri-State. Stay with us. We'll be right back.